OK, we have some breaking news to bring you following today's match. An official complaint to the Premier League that a more experienced referee was not selected to officiate a game of such magnitude.
Wow, absolutely astonishing. Right, let's bring in former Premier League referee Dermot Gallagher, who joins us now. Dermot, very good evening. How do you react to that?
You know, it was a terrible mistake to make. We all acknowledge that. Everybody's acknowledged that. It's the biggest talking point of the season, let alone this weekend. And I think one of the processes that they will have to undertake from now is the first thing the VAR says is, what is the on-field decision? Because I think if that little question had been asked, what is the on-field decision, that question wasn't asked, that's where it all unfolded.
Do we need to change the laws of the game?
I think it's easier, Mike, it's just to get a process. But that simple question would have alleviated all that went on behind. Because if I say to you, what's the on-field decision, Mike? What he was checking was the player not offside. And that's how it unfolded.
The fourth official, we didn't hear his audio. Do we need to hear his audio?
Well, at the moment, Mike, you know, there's constraints. You can't put everything publicly. They've taken ownership of this mistake. You know that it's been admitted very, very quickly. Going forward, they've shown they're transparent. Everybody's aware of what happened. Whilst you might not like what happened, and I think that's good because once you understand how a mistake is made, you can then alleviate that happening again.
Arsenal supporters were left furious once again after another controversial VAR moment overshadowed the Gunners' dramatic 1-0 victory over West Ham United at the London Stadium on Sunday. While Mikel Arteta's side eventually secured all 3 points thanks to a late strike from Leandro Trossard, the biggest talking point came from a penalty incident many fans believe should have been awarded to Arsenal. Throughout the tense Premier League clash, Arsenal dominated possession and created the better chances, with Bukayo Saka and Trossard constantly causing problems for the West Ham defence. However, midway through the second half, controversy erupted when Arsenal players appealed for a clear handball inside the penalty area after a dangerous attack broke down. Despite strong protests from the Arsenal players and coaching staff, referee Chris Kavanagh waved play on, and after a lengthy VAR check, officials decided not to award a penalty. The decision immediately sparked outrage among Arsenal fans both inside the stadium and online, with many accusing VAR of inconsistency once again. Arteta was visibly frustrated on the touchline as the game continued, with Arsenal players repeatedly questioning the officials after the incident. Fans inside the stadium could also be heard booing loudly after replays of the challenge appeared on the big screen, further increasing the tension during the closing stages of the match. The decision nearly proved costly for Arsenal as West Ham pushed hard for an equaliser late in the game. In dramatic stoppage time scenes, Callum Wilson thought he had rescued a point for the Hammers after smashing the ball past David Raya from close range, but after another lengthy VAR review, the goal was ruled out for a foul on Raya, handing Arsenal a massive escape and sealing a crucial victory in the Premier League title race. While Arsenal fans celebrated the win, many remained angry over the earlier penalty decision, arguing that the club continues to suffer from inconsistent officiating despite the introduction of VAR. Social media quickly exploded with debates, with supporters claiming similar incidents have resulted in penalties for other teams this season. Former players and football pundits also joined the discussion after the match, with several questioning why VAR failed to intervene in what looked like a straightforward penalty situation. Many believe the lack of consistency in officiating is damaging the credibility of the Premier League and leaving supporters frustrated week after week. The victory moves Arsenal one step closer to the Premier League title, with Arteta's men now maintaining their advantage at the top of the table. But once again, the conversation after a huge Arsenal match was dominated by VAR controversy rather than football itself.